Speedstar, we are getting into the episodes I love to talk about, and that is the competition, how the packet works. We've already covered trial by declaration. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. It's one of my earlier videos. It's not a good idea. It's an option. But I kind of go through, and I don't know if any of my other competitors are doing this. Actually, there is no competition. There's websites out there that say they can help, but here's a few of the, I'm not going to mention any names of companies. I'm not going to badmouth them, but here's a few of, here's one out of Arizona that I liked. Arizona's my home state. So if you read their reviews, we are millionaires. Why would we listen to you? This was a customer trying to get feedback on their system and like, what's going on? I paid you guys the money. Why can't I get any answer back? And she was talking about their communication styles, which obviously were lacking. So with the Speedstar.com, you have access to my email. There's a website, completely legit. There's a phone number on there, business phone number. Leave a message, text, we get back to you. The whole point of this business, give you guys success. That's the entire point of this business. And it's easily done. I can't believe no one knows about it. I've been doing this for 20 years. There's just no one out there that does it like we do it. And the packet works. Remember, every speeding ticket, I say this every video, every speeding ticket should be challenged, and it should be challenged with the packet. So easy. So what else we got? We got, this is from the same company. I saw this. It said it felt like it was a high pressure sales transaction. That's crazy. There should be no sales in this whatsoever. If you want to get out of your speeding ticket, go to my site, buy the packet. There's no high pressure sales. You don't call in. This is the do-it-yourself white label packet. It's so simple. I've set it up to where you download the packet. It's all set up, print it out, mail it out, done. It's the easiest system I've ever seen in my life. I've been tweaking this and fine-tuning this for over a year. I've talked with ex-prosecutors, ex-lawyers. I've done case studies. This works, not only for speeding tickets, but it works for accident tickets as well. So keep that in mind. And like I said, info@thespeedstar.com. We're always here to help. But let's get back to the competition, or lack thereof. This is another good one. It talks about on blogs. Usually when you Google, how do I get out of my speeding ticket? It'll pull up blogs from around the country, and it'll give you excuses maybe you should use when you go to court. Don't use excuses. Do not, I repeat, do not use excuses. Because excuses still admit to you speeding. To the judge, the one who's gonna pound the gavel. So here's some of the excuses I found in my research. I had to pee. Don't use that excuse. Do not tell the judge you had to pee. I was speeding because I had to pee. Because you're still admitting to speeding. You're just using I had to pee excuse. I was going to be late for work. These are actually excuses that blogs tell you to use. Lawyers' blogs. Unbelievable. I did not realize I was speeding, which you admit to speeding. It was a medical emergency. No speed limit sign. That's an easy one to prove. Following traffic. Well, you're still admitting to speeding. Dropping off your child. Now you're speeding with your kid in the car. That's not good. Doctor's appointment. All these excuses admit to speeding to the judge. Don't do it. And the problem with these blogs is it's so confusing. There's so many blogs and web pages that talk to you about what they do differently. Mine's straightforward. It's very simple. It's a process, it works. It's language of the courts, and it works. What else we got here? We got, I had to pee. Crazy. Look at these markets. So the top 5 markets for handing out citations: Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, California, and Texas. And then we get into the top most expensive markets. Nevada. Nevada, you got to look me up. Illinois, $1,000. New Hampshire, $1,000. These are speeding tickets. North Carolina, Virginia, Virginia, you gotta look up the speedstar.com. That's absolutely crazy. Especially when they're handing out citations which they can't prove beyond a reasonable doubt. So that's the top most expensive markets in the United States. And by the way, this packet works in all 50 states. You go to my website, you go to the drop-down column, it'll ask what state you're from, you hit that state, boom, up pops the North Carolina packet, or up pops the Nevada packet. Fill in a couple pages, mail it out, done. All right, what else we got? We're talking about the competition. I'll be talking about this a lot in my videos, and this is what really prompted me to get this business going. It's just a couple $100, or in some of those states, it's $1,000. That's crazy. So, speeding ticket, $200. And really, when a speeding ticket is $100, that's the fine. But then you got to add court costs and whatever other fees the court adds on. It's never just the fine on the ticket. It's always going to be plus court costs, plus. There's like 3 or 4 different fees that go on each ticket. So that's where I'm starting off at a minimum of $200. It adds up once you start paying it. And then we're going to go on to the insurance premiums. And this is, a lot of websites try and scare you into this, which it's real. The numbers are real. And this is where it gets you. And this is the end number. And this is why all tickets should be challenged, especially with my packet. Your fine's not going to get worse. The worst that can happen is that you end up paying the fine, which is rare. In my case, never. Best case scenario, your ticket gets dismissed. That's what we're going for here. That's the whole thing. So the total and low end damage is $1,280. So there's no reason not to contest a speeding ticket. Your fine's not going to get worse. You're not going to jail, but you're making the prosecutor do his job. Just because a cop hands you a ticket doesn't mean you owe the money. It means the prosecutor now has a job to do if he chooses to do it. So here we go. $200 to $1,350 actually. $1,350 for Virginia, but I'm just putting averages here. Insurance premiums, total damage, low end $1,280. High end $3,160. This is why it's worth the $100. And a lot of my friends who I've helped get out of tickets say, you should price this way higher. No, I shouldn't. It's priced perfect. I'm not trying to make a ton of money off this, but I got to make a little money to support the websites and the camera and all that. But I want to make this affordable for everybody. And compare $100 to $1,280 or $3,160. I mean, this is why I say every ticket should be challenged, because 90+% of them are going to be thrown out, and the other ones will be settled out of court, depending on the severity of the ticket. Negligent driving, this works, but when you get into DUIs, that's when you need a lawyer, legal representation. And that is what I cover in my other videos. I'm going to have the 50 top DUI lawyers interviewed on my channel for all 50 states. So you'll be able to get Q&A and they'll have suggestions for you, but bottom line, they'll always say, always get legal representation for a DUI, always. But like I said, with competition, bottom line, it comes down to it that no one else has an online presence like myself. No one else has a website like myself. I'm going to have a blog going. It's called My 2 Cents. It's pretty cool. Check it out. It'll cover all this stuff in detail again. But for the most part, these YouTube videos are just to talk about my packet, how it works. Other options you have, which I don't recommend, which lawyers don't recommend. The competition. You're going to spend a lot of time Googling, trying to find a lawyer. And if you do find a lawyer, it's $500-600. That's for the first court appointment. And if they have to go to trial, we're talking a couple $1,000s. It doesn't even make it affordable at that point. So the packet works. And the packet is a packet that you will use all the way through trial if you go to trial, which is 2 to 3% of all cases. So you'll never use it. But if you have to use it, the packet covers everything. It covers the whole entire process. So if you go to trial, I got your back still. But like I said, this is just what I've done. Yeah, the packet's very simple, and we're gonna have another episode on that as well, talking about the process. And once you download the packet, what you do from there. Like I said, it takes about 10 minutes. I fine-tuned this and made it so efficient. It's beautiful. Mwah! You're gonna love it. But for now, challenge all speeding tickets. Start the movement, send it to your friends. At least have them check out speedstar.com. There's no high pressure sales. If you buy it, you buy it. If you don't, I mean, there's the fines right there. Do what you want. That's why I set the price at $100. It's too cheap not to. Everything's taken care of for you. So check it out. Smash the like button. Show me some love. Share it with your friends. And in 2021, we should challenge all speeding tickets, especially with some of those fines I saw. So hit me up. I'll be putting a lot of videos out. Let me know. Smash the like. Talk to you later.